Hello guys, welcome to this continuation of the fetch video. In the fetch video I mentioned the async, the async and the await functions. Not no they are not functions. They are reserved words, and I'm going to try to explain uh how do they work. Okay? So now I have my we used to have it like this, right? So let's do a version of this using async, and oh wait. So that's very simple because the await what the await does is to return the result of a promise. Okay? If that sounds weird, let's do one here in a moment. But for now, it's the result of a promise. So fetch does a result. Fetch returns a promise and then gets the result of that promise. Okay? So we can do something like const get dogs equals to fetch, and then I'm gonna open the console here. You're gonna see that get dogs you can do a console log of await get dogs, and this is going to throw an error because this is an async function now. So as you can see, it gives you the first response. Sorry, the first response, which is this. The first response is a promise. This is still in the promise format. But if we write here, we can do the JSON, and in that way we're going to have another promise return. Okay, so we can do another await here, and now we have with this little snippet here we have with await and get dogs, we are getting the result value of those promises. So the fetch is returning a promise. Okay, so we get the promise with await, then we wrap that on parentheses, and now we need it in JSON, so we need it to be in parentheses, and now we need the data, so we await for all of it. I know that looks a little more complex than using then, but let's do it with variables. So get docs, and then const doc promise is going to be await get docs. Okay, so now const doc JSON is going to be await doc promise, and now the doc data is going to be doc JSON. And now we can set doc as doc data dot, what's the message rating? What's that message? Okay, so yeah, because doc JSON needs JSON, of course. So as you can see, we are getting the with a wait we get the result of the promise. Okay, we get the result of a promise. So this is a promise, and every promise returns a result, or in some cases another promise like this. The fetch returns another promise. So we are getting the result or the reject in case it fails. So it is a fastest way to do it. And it is important to understand that you're getting the result. So now let's create a promise. So let's say my promise is equals to new promise. Remember, a promise receives two callbacks. The callback for resolve and reject. And you can wrap that, and I'm pretty sure that no, it is fine. So when we do a resolve, if 1 is more than 0, let's resolve with result, else reject. So this is a promise. Do you see? Now, what will happen if I do a console log await my promise? What am I accessing to? I am accessing to the resolve or the reject of that promise with the await. Does that make sense? Is that like time saver for you? Because let's see if it works. See, now we have resolved here because we are with await we get the resolve or the reject of the promise. Same here. We are getting the resolve or the reject of those promises. So for instance, if I do 0 more than 0, I am gonna get rejected because I'm accessing to the reject of the promise, to the resolve and the reject. So it is, if you think about it, it is a very simple thing. I don't know why there are a lot of confusion about it, but what you have to keep in mind is await is accessing the resolve or the reject of the promise. That's it. And that is async and await. And it is also, I don't like when people say async await, because async is just indicating to the function that we're going to be using await inside. Okay, so when you see async, you just know that inside we're going to have awaits. But the async is just like, okay, it's just like saying to JavaScript, hey, we're gonna use await here. Okay, so I hope that was clear. I think you have to think about it a little bit more. Maybe see the video a couple of times in order to really grasp what is async and what is await. But there's no other definition than getting the resolve or the reject of a promise, and that saves you a lot of then and the callback for the then, and then the callback for the then of that then, and the callback for the then of that then. You know what I'm saying? So that's why somebody came up with, hey, what if we created an await? So that's it for today, guys. I hope you really got to understand the await. And if you have any questions, please post them and comment. I see you in the next video, and bye.